it's kind of like I've been sort of searching for a long time, and about 4 years ago I found about non-duality, and just recently I've been kind of like I just relax in the moment. I just basically
Mm,
just I guess let go. Like it
mm,
seems so simple, and I keep doing it, and it feels like it's like the opposite of seeking, because
mm.
I'm not thinking about a projection of where I want. Well, I do. I know that's not true. I do think about that a bit, but it's kind of like, yeah. So I was just wondering what your thoughts are on that, if that's kind of the right direction to go in.
Yeah, yeah, nice. Um, so yeah, I think that's beautiful if you find it helpful, but it's helpful on the human level. So it's
Right.
helpful to you. So there's nothing wrong with that. Like that's beautiful to me, like to help and settle down the human. Like it can be lots of suffering and it can be very painful being human. And so to do this activity to settle yourself down, I think is really a nice thing. Um, yeah. And and I can imagine it settles down the mind, it relaxes the body.
Yeah.
I suspect there's something else happening as well, but it's not actually because of what you do as such. But as you become more relaxed, then the body stops being so contracted. And when you're less contracted, there's a more sense of the expansiveness of what you are. But it's not really because you do something and you're getting somewhere. It's just because that the person's dynamics are more settled down. The person is always claiming everything. So it's like, okay, if I practice settling my person, if I practice putting my attention in the moment, then I'm going to become more enlightened. But who would become more enlightened? Like
Yeah.
the expansiveness of who you are is already here, it's already free. It's just that when you're suffering, like there is this contraction that happens and this narrowness that happens and this like feeling like you are a dense person.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I found out about like self-inquiry like 4 and a bit years ago, and
Yeah,
pretty quickly I was like, oh yeah, there's nobody here, but that didn't take away like the suffering, and all the thoughts just kept coming back, and
yeah,
so I've always kind of had that sort of insight, and seeing the I seeing like emptiness. But since I started to do this, I get like this experience where it seems to have happened a few times now, where for no apparent reason, I'll be talking to someone and I'll say something, and then something in my mind will go, "Who said that? Like who said that?" And so I don't know. Maybe that's a good sign, but
yeah. Um, well, good and bad is irrelevant because whatever taught story we tell ourselves, like saying that it's a good sign, will be relaxing for the person. So the person will feel like, oh, this is good. I'm getting somewhere and I'm getting further. So that's for the person. That's psychologically healthy.
right.
But in terms of non-duality, like this moment doesn't care about good and bad. Like, does the space in the room care about if the person is doing something which is healthy or not healthy, or something that's good for you or not good for you? That's an actual question. So does the
Yeah.
space care?
Yeah. No, I guess not.
Does not care as in like it's not like, oh, I don't care about you, I dislike you, but it doesn't care or not care. And that's who you are, is this space, is everything. It's not just the space in the room, but the walls, the ceiling, the sounds, my face. You are everything.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I think I've done things like where I've closed my eyes and just felt, where does the body end? And
Yeah.
it's like there is no kind of line. It seems to be everything.
Mm.
And when I feel like a negative emotion, like shame's a big one. Um, it feels like it has a center in my stomach, but it also feels like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah, that's really beautiful. When you meditate, you begin to realize that feelings aren't contained in the body, because in a way the body is everywhere. But yeah, sure, shame is often associated with the solar plexus.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
often feels like it's in the stomach. But when you really meditate, you can't find shame, you can't find any emotion. It's kind of everywhere and nowhere. It's kind of like all the senses of the body as well.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
thanks very much. So thank you.
Yeah, with pleasure. Nice.